Hi, Gabby Turner here. Welcome to this pick a card reading in which we're going to be finding out what is your person of interest's take on this connection that they have with you. So in other words, how do they see the connection? What is their perspective on it? So we have three options here represented by these goddesses, and the timestamps are going to be listed below with the goddesses' names. So option number 1 is Benten. Option number 2 is Sekhmet. And option number 3 is Ixchel. So just take your time tuning in here. And then when you're ready, use the timestamps in the description box, and I will see you at your reading. Okay, option number 1, you chose Goddess Benten. Let's find out, how is your person viewing this connection, romantic connection that the two of you have. I'm using just the Rider-Waite-Smith deck for you all. So let's see what we get here. Okay, so how are they viewing things? I mean, I feel that they, overall, the overall central energy between the two of you is the Six of Swords. So they do feel like the two of you make sense as a couple. It's almost like making me think like the popular couple, and if you're not in a relationship and you're not a couple, I mean, that's what they see as the potential. Like, okay, we could be that couple that's like the popular couple or something like that. Or we could be very successful together. Or we are very successful together, right? They feel that you, group 1, are very loving and emotionally present for them. But it's almost like they're not sure why. It's like they are a little bit suspicious of why you are so emotionally caring and loving towards them. So what makes them feel that way? Why do they not feel worthy of it? What is going on here? I do sense anxiety. There's some sort of anxiety. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think it's necessarily that they don't feel worthy of being loved by you in particular. I feel like this person is not sure if they are worthy of love or happiness. And you bring them happiness, you bring them love. These are two things that just inherently this person does not know that they really are worthy of. They're like, why do people love me? Why do I experience happiness? Like, they don't feel like they've earned it or something in life. It's like, I don't know, it kind of makes me, it feels like imposter syndrome or something. They're like, people have always, this isn't just about you, but it's a complex that they have in general that does apply to how they view your all's connection. But they're like, people have always just like put me in positions. Like if I applied for a job, they give me like a nice cushy position. It's like things work out for this person, but they feel that they don't earn the things, or they feel like an imposter, I don't know if they feel like people are just being nice to them because of how they look or something, or how they look, or maybe like people they're connected to, their social connections. Like, in other words, they don't feel like it's actually based on merit. Even love, even the love that comes from you, they're like, do you love me for me? Or do you love me in the same way that all these other people are just like going out of their way to do nice things for me, even though I don't feel like I've earned it? Okay, so I think we've gotten that out of the way. Is there anything else? Because I don't want to beat a dead horse and keep talking about that, but that is like, that's an issue that this person experiences. They have this mindset. Other than that, like, they do see you as like very cool, calm, and collected. They feel like you have their back, And they do feel like there's a great potential for the two of you to be able to weather any storm together. And you know, this person's realistic. They're like, yeah, sure, like life has been cushy for me in a lot of ways. People seem to like, you know, hand me a lot of things. But I also know that life is full of still difficult times. You know, we're all going to have times that are more difficult. And they feel like if you're in their life, you will make those moments more peaceful and easier to get through. So they do see you as a very helpful person, someone who's calm and reassuring. I think they feel like you're someone that they can rely on to help support them in becoming the best person that they want to be. Like they view you as very encouraging, but also very inspiring. This person wants to make something of themselves. You know, they want to, quote unquote, succeed in life. They want to earn that through merit. And they feel that you are someone who does understand that about them and will encourage them to push the limits and to go for more than just what comes easily, right? They don't want to just rest on their laurels and just take what comes easily. And they know that you are someone who will encourage them. So, I mean, overall, it feels like they're viewing you, the two of you, as a great team, like a team effort, a great asset in their life. They don't necessarily feel like they're worthy of your love, but they are glad to have it, your love and support and the happiness that you bring. I think that they also feel like they are bringing blessings into your life because they view you as someone who sometimes, although, yeah, you are cool, calm, and collected getting through hard times, there are also times when you take things a little bit too seriously or something. Because I feel like they view you as like putting a lot of pressure on yourself also. And when you do that, you take life too seriously. And they feel like they can sort of lighten the mood and be someone who can kind of lift your spirits in times when you get too serious, so to speak. All right. Anything else? What's the most important thing for group 1 to know about this connection? I just feel, you know, this person will always wonder, like, why you chose them, why you're interested in them, why you're with them. If for those of you who are in a relationship, I do feel like for a lot of you, this is a relationship, but it may not be for all of you. But in any case, like, why did you choose me? Why are you trying to choose me? Like, why are you interested in me? These are questions this person asks because they do have a complex. It's a strong complex, so I think it's being reinforced that they feel like maybe the reason people act certain ways around to them is because they want to get something out of them. Like, you know, they have a lot of appreciation for you, and it's not like they're viewing you as someone who would use someone, but they just have a suspicion in general about people. Are people just trying to use me because I don't know what it is, if it's because this person's good looking or they come from a good family or something, but they have this complex, you know, and it's a strong one that really plagues their mind sometimes. They cannot let go of this feeling that people are using them as a sort of ladder to get what they really want. It's so hard for this person to believe that what someone could really want, who you could really love, is just them. They feel like you must be after it for their money, for, you know, the popularity of being with them, or something, right? Something other than just them. Okay, so this keeps coming up. I asked your guides, what's the most important thing to know? And I'm just like, why is this the most important thing? Like, why is this being reinforced. I feel, for one thing, it is an issue that could potentially cause problems between the two of you, or strife at times. Like, and I think it would come out in more like passive ways, because I don't feel like this person would openly ever say it. Like, it doesn't feel to me that they're openly saying, you're just using me. Like, they would never make that accusation. It feels like maybe they're expressing it more through like passive behaviors or passive things that they're saying. It could be the type of thing that at some point could start to make you feel like you're not being loved and supported. So it's like, because this person isn't just openly saying that they feel this way, you are having to somehow repair an issue that they're not even presenting to you, right? It's like, you probably would be willing to validate them and be supportive and be like, oh, I can understand how you feel that way, but like, let me explain and show you that that's not true, right? Like, I feel like you would be fully willing to show up and like make it obvious to them, like, I'm not using you, you know, like, I love you. These are the reasons why. Yeah, I just feel like you're having to use a lot of discernment and read between the lines, just in order to understand maybe sometimes what this person's passive-aggressive behavior is. They don't have what it takes to like honestly say it out loud, but it affects them very strongly. So I don't know exactly what your spirit guides want you to do with that. I think kind of what they're saying is like to not let that ruin a good thing. But it is unfortunate that you have to navigate this without them being direct about it. So I don't know. I mean, I really feel like you do very much love this person. And I don't know. Maybe you just needed that insight and clarity into why they're behaving certain ways, like sometimes, like why the passive aggressive behavior could be coming out, and that is it. So I don't know. Is there anything else for group 1 to know here? I mean, I do feel like, you know, nothing in life is perfect, but I do feel like the two of you do bring each other a lot of happiness, and this is a happiness that can endure, and you do both have what it takes to get through things and work through things, right? Yeah, this person may not always be upfront about their sensitivities, but it seems that the two of you still have a lot going for you as a couple, or a potential couple if you're not in a relationship yet. But yeah, that's what I've got for you. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching group 1, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, group 2, you chose Goddess Sekhmet. Let's go ahead and see what is their take on your connection. So bring your person of interest into your mind and focus on them as I shuffle a few times here. And we will get your insights about their insights, or their perspective rather. Sometimes people have a perspective and they actually are not being very insightful, right? Like, people can have a perspective and that perspective is wrong. Okay. All right, so they're coming through as the Page of Pentacles. The shared energy is the 7 of Wands, and then they're seeing you as the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. I feel like this person views both of you as being in it for monetary reasons or to get ahead in some way, and also that the reason you've stuck together for as long as you have, for those of you who are in a relationship, it feels like a relationship. But the reason you've stuck in it, it has more to do with financial reasons than emotional reasons. Yeah, it's just a repeat here. Like, we had the Wheel of Fortune representing you before, and now it's the Eight of Wands, which is both like looking for opportunities in life. But they were the Page of Pentacles, and now they're the Queen of Pentacles. So like, it's like they feel that being in this relationship allows them to move up the ladder and improve themselves somehow in a financial sense. And they're thinking that on your end, it helps to give you more opportunities in life, or just lead a more interesting life. And then the shared energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Like, they do feel like both of you are trying to improve your lives or have the good life, and that you're trying to achieve that through each other. And I dropped a card here. I'm going to see what that is. Okay. The King of Cups. They do love you. I feel like this person does love you, but I mean, they do feel also that the reason you stay with each other has more to do with these other things than it does with love. I think that love in and of itself, they're like, I could love you and you could love me and we still wouldn't feel the same glue to stick together. But it's the fact that we both want to have the good life, materially speaking, seems to be the glue. I mean, I think this person is comfortable with that. You know, like, they're trying to build themselves up career-wise, financially, etc. They feel like you have your own goals. Now, your energy comes through as a little bit more like fire sign-ish. We had the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. So I don't know if they just feel like maybe what you're looking for is excitement or opportunities. Tell me more what they're viewing group 2. They think that you are in it for passion. They think that you do have passion for them and are attracted to them and have feelings for them. They might view you as being more into it for the romantic part of it, but because it's an exciting, passionate, exciting. They think that you do kind of like the drama or the ups and downs of a passionate romance. Passionate meaning like sometimes it can be heated or there can be arguments or friction, but then you make up, like break up to make up type of energy. But they feel like maybe you like the excitement and the changeability and the drama of all that. Yeah, they do feel like you're looking for the drama, and that to you, or I could just say excitement, you know, like sometimes people have a reaction when I say certain words, like, they think you like the excitement and the passion, and that's what keeps you motivated to stay with them. I guess they feel that maybe you might not think that you'd be as likely to find all of that with someone else, but for them, it really is their motivation to stick around with you is more financial. So I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm trying to give you truth so that you have clarity here. I will say that sometimes this person feels like when things are a bit combustible, like if you have ever like gotten real upset with them or had some big upheaval or arguments, in those moments they do wonder if it's worth it. They're like, wow, I think being with group 2 helps me to make my life better, materially speaking, but like, is it worth it? Because we have that Nine of Pentacles showing up again. They're like, okay, I'm looking for the good life, but like, whew, there's a lot of upheaval that goes along with this. What's the most important thing for group 2 to know about this person's perspective regarding their connection? Well, it's already been said. I mean, Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, and then we have the Queen of Cups. You know, the King of Cups did come up for them before, but it threw itself in the floor. You know, like I had to exert myself to pick it up. So it's like, it feels like they are aware that they do not give you as much love, and they don't demonstrate that love. Like, I think they feel that it's probably obvious to you that you have to pull that out of them a little bit more, the loving, the emotional attentiveness and all of that. They feel like you do give that, right? You give your heart to them. You also help them with their career and or money and or like material stability. Like maybe it's providing a home or supporting them with their career and money somehow, but they feel that that you're willing to do that for them because you love them, but they really are more interested in what they're getting out of it materially, that treasure chest. I just have to be honest, like it's coming up very strongly. You know, like when things come through repeatedly like that, our spirit guides really do want us to be aware of it. You know, like you really love this person and they're kind of taking advantage of it. All right. What's the advice for group 3? The Tower card. They do also want you to think about the fact that there are tower moments that happen, and it makes the other person wonder if it's worth it, but it should also be making you wonder if it's worth it, right? Is that level of chaos and upheaval, the conflict, dare I say the drama, the arguments, is it worth it to you? Is any of this worth it to you? Anyways, it's just something to think about. Maybe this is going to be a situation where it takes you a long time to come to terms with the reality, but I think you might be blinding yourself a little bit to the reality here, and I don't know, but I'm just putting it out there. It's your life, and you should live it the best way you see fit. But that's all I have to say for you, group 2. I hope you enjoyed that reading and got some clarity or got something helpful out of it, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, group 3, you chose Goddess Ixchel. Let's see how your person is, what their perspective, what their take is on their connection with you. So go ahead and keep that person in your mind and focus on them as I'm shuffling, and then we will see what their take is on this connection with you. Okay, so they're seeing themselves as the Justice card, they're seeing you as the 8 of Wands, and the shared energy is the 7 of Wands. Clarifying the Justice with the 8 of Swords. I feel like they do view you as the one, or like someone who they would be or are really compatible with. They feel a compatibility with you, but they also feel like it's almost like even though the two of you are compatible, they feel that maybe both of you are kind of like holding back from each other at the same time with this 7 of Wands. They feel like maybe both of you don't want to put all of your cards on the table and be super open about your interest in each other. So yeah, they feel compatibility and mutual interest, but they feel like both of you are kind of shooting yourself in the foot in terms of how this connection is going. They do view you as also being very busy, perhaps, with other things. We have the 8 of Wands clarified by the 6 of Swords. So they do feel like maybe you're You're very focused right now on like staying busy, staying active, maybe improving your life circumstances. For a lot of you, it could be like getting more fit or healthy, but it also could just be like you're trying really hard to open doors of possibility for yourself, that type of thing. They could feel that that's part of the reason why you are not giving a lot of time and energy to them. I do feel like if that's the case, then they're understanding that, like they're being understanding, like, okay, group 3's got a lot going on right now. They're trying to make a lot of positive change for themselves, so they may not have a lot of time to reach out to me and stuff. Tell me more about the Justice card and this person viewing you as kind of like the one, or like feeling like that the two of you should be together. Well, they think about you a lot, and they cannot get you off their mind. So that's part of it. I don't know if this person has a lot of air in their chart, or they're just like someone who gets in their head. But like, this is a sign to this person that they're really interested in someone. Like, they just know themselves enough to know, like, when I cannot get someone off my mind, I know that I'm really into that person. And that's just where they are. Like, they can't stop thinking about you. I feel like they try to understand you, like they're trying to put themselves in your shoes, like they try to get inside your head as well, because they want to really know you. Like, I want to really know group 3, so let me try to imagine I'm in their life, in their circumstances. How are they thinking? Why are they choosing the life choices that they're making? Stuff like that. Like, they want to understand you better. You see on this 5 of Swords, like this guy, the swords represent our mind and our thinking, but like this guy, he's like spread out, and like his chest is fully open to the sky. And then we have these roses, which are romantic. Again, it's just making me think this person understands that their heart is wide open when it comes to you, because they can't get you off their mind. So tell me a little bit more here. I think this person also feels like, again, they feel like you're like really putting in the effort right now, group 3, to improve your life circumstances, and that you might even be like taking on a lot of challenges, you know, taking on hardship in order to do that. You know, like maybe you're working overtime, or, you know, whatever it is, you're willing to face a lot of painful challenges in order to like improve your life circumstances. They do see themselves as a little bit different, because they're coming through as the 9 of Pentacles. So maybe their life is just easier right now, or they've come to like a cushy place in their life, and they're like, well, this is good enough for me. Like, I don't want to be striving. So they're just noticing. Like I said, they do feel that the two of you are right for each other, or that you complement each other, that you're compatible, but they're also like observing differences maybe in your approach to life, at least your approach to life right now. And what is this Queen of Wands meaning? I think that they do feel like both of you are always like looking for the next adventure, but they feel that you, group 3, are looking for the next adventure that is a challenge and an opportunity to, you know, like overcome your own demons, you know, or like you're looking for an adventure in self-improvement almost. They're looking for an adventure that is about enjoyment of life. So they do feel like you're someone who really likes, in a way, for life to be challenging, or likes to challenge yourself. Right, like maybe seeking adventures that challenge you, whereas they seek adventures for the pure enjoyment of it. Why is this coming through that they're noticing this difference? Well, I feel like they actually want to bless and help you with the things that you're trying to achieve in life. So if you're on some sort of fitness journey, if you're working overtime, whatever it happens to be, they're like, well, I could help you with that, right? Like if you're working overtime, they're like, well, I could, like, you know, cook some meals for you, or meal prep for you, or if you're on a fitness journey, like, you know, like I could go work out with you or something, you know, stuff like that. Like, they do feel like they want to be helpful and supportive to you. I think, okay, this is another clue to them that they are kind of in love with you. For the first clue was that they can't stop thinking about you. The second clue is that they want to help you. They want to be a blessing in your life and help you to achieve the things that you're trying to achieve. I think this person feels like they're already in a pretty good place in their life for themselves. They're like, group 3 seems to be wanting more out of life, and I believe in group 3, and I want to help and support them because I love and care about them. So another thing that this person has thought about, this could be mutual, you know, they're aware, I think, of maybe other people you've been involved with, and they think that you are aware of people that they've been involved with or something, and like they feel like both of you kind of have the same reaction to that. Like, you probably are not super jazzed about, you know, like knowing who they've been involved with other than you, and vice versa. I feel like they're viewing this as sort of a mutual thing. They also feel like maybe both of you are uncertain if the other one is ready for monogamy or interested in monogamy. But again, they feel like these question marks, like that both of you might be questioning each other. Or they're questioning it and not realizing that you're also questioning it. I don't know, something along those lines. But like, I think they feel that they want to be the most special to you. So they're aware of other people you've been with, and they're like, well, I want to be more special than that person. It's like they are, I feel like this person is sort of seeking confirmation that that's the case. They're like, okay, I know you've been around the block with so-and-so, but like, I hope you view me as more special than that person. Basically. What's the most important thing for group 2 to know? I mean, this person loves you. They love you, and they think that you are hot, and they think that you are a bit of a challenge. But they know they love you. This person is in love with you. They're in love with you, but it does get them down a little bit because you are a bit of a challenge. They feel like you're a keeper, and if they got to be with you, they would do everything in their power to stay with you. Yeah. Anything else that group 3 should know here? I think they tried to make you jealous before, and they regret that they did that. Going back to the thing we were talking about before, like, I should not have tried to make group 3 jealous, because I feel like it made group 3 less interested in me when that was not what I was trying to do. And I should never have done that. I should never have tried to make them jealous, or thinking about me being with someone else, or bringing up an ex, or like, you know what I mean? They're like, I should never have done that. They are Yeah, they feel like they've caused this to be an obstacle to them. They've created an obstacle for themselves by making you jealous. And they're like, wow, I really wish I had not done that. They're like, instead of trying to make group 3 jealous, I should have been focused on making myself look like the best option that group 3 had. I should have been competing for group 3's heart and competing for group 3's attention. And here I was being a chump trying to make group 3 jealous. They're really evaluating their choices in the way that they have pursued you or approached you so far. I mean, this person is in love with you. I don't know what else to say. They're in love with you. They can't get you off their mind, you know. I'm just going to end on that because, yeah. This person really wants to be with you. But they're not sure if they can make it happen. But they're going to try, I feel like. I think what they've got going for them is perseverance. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Group 3, tell me what you thought. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.